welcome to the Fintech Surge podcast, creating a wealth of opportunity through fintech innovation from the Middle East for the Middle East. My name's Steven, and I'm excited to be joined by Alexandra, our co-host for this episode.
Thank you, Steven. It's a pleasure to be co-hosting this podcast with you. Powered by the Fintech Surge, the region's leading fintech festival, hosted by the Dubai World Trade Center, alongside GITEX Global. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fintech Surge podcast. I have the honor and privilege of having the myZoi team with me today. So first and foremost, Mr. Syed Ali, welcome.
Thank you.
You are the co-founder and CEO of myZoi Financial Inclusion Technologies. Yes. And Mr. Christian Buchholz,
yes,
startup founder and chief product officer for myZoi. And so myZoi is a Standard Chartered Ventures, correct?
Yes, correct.
Christian, tell me a little bit about myZoi and what does it mean and how did the idea come about and where?
Yeah. So in my role at SC Ventures, I was an innovation coach and had the privilege to travel a lot and facilitate workshops as well as train people in human-centered design. And on some of the projects which I conducted, I was conducting a little research with actual customers of some of the potential projects which we have. And doing this research, there's two stories which really came to my heart. One of the story was that a woman whose husband works here actually in the Middle East as one of the blue-collar migrant workers consistently sends money back home.
Yes.
But because she did not have any bank account, the money went to the uncle or the brother of her husband, and he was not really distributing that money equally. So that becomes a really emotional kind of thing for me, because I noticed one thing, that person had no bank account and was one of the unbanked people in this segment. And the second story was basically with an Indonesian maid which I interviewed, and she also said to me, you know, my parents don't have money, no bank account, but I'm sending them money, so I had to send it to my divorced husband. And he was keeping most of the money for himself and basically not giving anything further to the parents. So the parents constantly struggled financially.
Yeah.
So the idea was sort of born, how can we actually do something from a, customer perspective, that we can actually lift these people up into the financial system. And myZoi was basically born by me making a phone call to two friends who are living in Bangladesh and said, look, guys, I have this kind of idea. What do you think? And I said, look, it's worthwhile exploring. And then we start pitching it to SC Ventures. And SC Ventures was highly supportive of the idea and said, let's do it.
Okay. So yeah, absolutely. The underbanked is a problem, especially in this region. They don't have access to financial institutions to make those money transfers back home to their families. When did this idea come about? How long ago?
We started, actually, funny enough, pre-COVID, 2019 in December.
Okay.
And it was a pretty big challenge for us because suddenly COVID hit.
Yes.
And all the main co-founders lived in different time zones. Originally, we were supposed to catch up and start conducting real research on the ground, human-centered design focused, with the actual people who we were targeting. But everything changed dramatically for us. So 4 different time zones, daily video calls. I think we probably all Zoom experts now. And it was a interesting learning curve for all of us. And over time, we start to shape the idea more and more and more, and identified the key problem we try to solve. And basically, myZoi was born. So myZoi actually stands for life, and it's actually Greek. It's a Greek word for life.
Greek.
It's Greek, yes. Oh. And the myZoi was my life. So we want to create a better life for this unbanked and underbanked population, including families and migrant workers.
That's very beautiful and very humane. Christian, again, how is fintech used in the myZoi solution?
So we're building a really strong platform at the moment, which actually helps us to really quickly create convenient and fast KYC processes. So KYC stands for Know Your Customer. Which is really robust. And it's enabled us really to onboard people within a short time period without any complex paperwork, without any complexity. We're also helping them to, we're also creating financial tailored solutions for them, which is specific for that market segment, which will help them to save money over a long time. So we're building a unique circle of trust for this kind of blue-collar migrant workers and their families.
Okay. Ali, it's a very interesting name, by the way, My Life. Tell me, how is myZoi different? Because there are other players in the industry. How is myZoi different from those others?
Look, you're right. I think GCC and in particular the UAE is a melting pot for fintech startups right now. Thanks to UAE's stated purpose of becoming one of the top fintech hubs globally, and also introducing some really smart, fit-for-purpose regulation, which enables fintechs to set up quickly, start off a really strong base, and start serving the country, the region, but also become a global force to reckon with.
Okay.
Having said all that, myZoi has certain advantages. So one being us starting off from the SC Ventures platform. What SC Ventures does, they have a really unique validation mechanism. So first, any idea that you bring, they are able to validate it for commercial viability, but also ensuring that it serves a good purpose for the society. And that requires us to do a huge amount of research upfront to test our hypothesis, ensure that the idea or the problem that we've identified is relevant, it is something which is not addressed and something we need to build. So therefore, the time we've spent, we've really built a solution which is fit for purpose, which addresses a problem in the society. And a number of our features are first to market and differentiating from our identified competitors in the market. The other advantage of being on the SC Ventures platform is that unlike many other startups, we get access to expertise in areas of regulatory compliance, governance, risk management, etc., which are extremely important for a highly regulated entity, even in the fintech space, especially when you're dealing with people's monies and their identities, etc. And the third thing is that there's a number of players who claim to do financial inclusion through technology solutions.
Right.
But for us, financial inclusion is not just about enabling basic transactions through an app. It has to be more than that. That has to be a starting point. But how we can really make it real is by making a change in the lives or an improvement in the lives of our users, but also their families and their communities at large. So we feel we've got a number of differentiating elements to our solution and quite excited to launch it.
That's great, that's great. So you're operating from the UAE at the moment?
Yes, UAE is our pilot market, but it's a global concept, and we do have plans to expand geographically once we've established ourselves in the UAE.
Fantastic. Well, you're in the right place, I believe.
Absolutely.
And in terms of ensuring a more diverse leadership, Ali, what measures are you taking to ensure that it remains a diverse environment, since it's so male-driven, the industry?
Well, so at SC Ventures, we are diverse by design. So we have some career bankers and risk specialists, which is important, but we also have design thinkers and innovation coaches and serial entrepreneurs on our platform. And all from different nationalities, ethnicities, speaking different languages, genders, age groups, etc. At myZoi, I'm really proud that for a small team, we're 20 plus now, we're already quite diverse. So we are represented by 13 nationalities, speaking 15 languages.
You're 20 and you're represented by 30 nationalities?
Yes.
Wow,
and our female ratio is 38%, which compares favorably to tech industry average of about 26.7%.
That's right.
So important thing about diversity is that we feel strongly that that's where great ideas originate from. When you put people from different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives together, that's where the magic happens, and we're really experiencing that. It is a completely different dynamic having such a great amount of diversity in our team. And it's an opportunity to learn from each other as well. So like I said, Christian is a human-centered design coach. He's in fact today running a session for the team, and we're really looking forward to learning from him and collaborating and coming out with new ideas.
Well, so today's workshop, give me an idea.
Actually, today is the second day of the two-day workshop. We had the workshop yesterday where basically the whole team of myZoi came together and where we sort of tried to learn, or where we try to understand what actually is the customer's problem, what we're trying to solve, right? So you easily can say, create a product and here's the product, let's see how it rolls in the market. But does it actually solve a specific problem? And we are very design thinking driven as an organization. So anything we do is on the road. So you're not designing a product behind a desk. You go on the road, you conduct interviews, you speak to people, you understand their challenges and their problems, and then you develop the product around that, which makes a big difference. And we want to make sure that everybody in our organization has the chance to learn the kind of way of thinking, the design thinking way, to make sure that the product we're designing will be a product for our customers, where we have the empathy for them, we understand what's going on, and where we actually really make sure that it's an inclusive product.
Well, it's a fantastic product, and I commend you both, because it's not just a job or a product that you're developing. It's actually for the betterment of so many people's lives. So fantastic. Christian, what's next? What do you foresee in the near future? Let's say in the next 5 years.
So look, we have ambitions, of course. As Ali said, it's a global concept with the UE as a first pilot market. We're looking into developing additional financial solutions which are specifically tailored for that market segment to make sure that they actually have meaningful savings in their lives and actually can fulfill their aspirational dreams, such build a house, build an own business, or actually bring their kids to university, which is not a common thing for everybody in this kind of segment. So we definitely have global dreams, Ali and I.
Ali, anything to add as to your vision of the future for myZoi?
Yeah, I mean, just building on what Christian said, and like I've mentioned earlier, anything that we do at myZoi, we want to ask ourselves the question first on whether it actually is aligned with our mission of promoting financial inclusion, improving the lives of our user base, their families, and their communities. If the answer is no, that is not an idea that we want to pursue. So we want to be a commercially successful business, but the purpose remains foremost. And if we remain aligned to that, that not only brings a commitment from the team and a different kind of passion, but we feel that is the formula for success.
Fantastic. And we have SC Ventures to thank for giving you that push, that go ahead. Fantastic. Ali, CEO, co-founder, Christian, founder and chief product officer, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And I'm very, very happy to have had you here today.
Thank you
very much. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.